This is the story of a kid who seems totally normal during the day, but at night he turns into a powerful puma. When he steps into a magical school hidden in the woods, he makes new friends, but the jungle's dark secrets and deadly dangers are about to turn his whole life upside down. The story starts with Carag, a teenage boy living with his foster family, Mom Anna Ralston, little sister Melody, and the rest of the Ralstons. They have no clue that Carag is a woodwalker, a shapeshifter who can transform into a puma. He was actually raised in the wild as a real puma before choosing to live among humans. His constant fights and anger issues have the family stressed out, so they decide to send him to a special boarding school for discipline and round-the-clock learning. Anna and Melody drive him there for drop-off. That night, Carag feels something strange outside. He peeks out the window and spots 4 wolves heading toward a nearby factory. Moments later, the lights shut off. He notices it all, but shrugs it off and goes back to sleep. The next morning, they arrive at Clearwater High. Headmistress Larissa Clearwater, everyone just calls her Lissa, welcomes them. Anna explains Carag's backstory. We don't know anything about his real parents. One day, we found him outside a police station. He couldn't even tell us his name or age. I worked in child services, so they called me. I convinced my family to adopt him, and now he's one of us. Lissa explains that the school was only built 3 years ago specifically for kids who are different, to give them a safe place to belong. I think Carag will fit right in here. Mrs. Ralston, the head administrator, adds no tuition fees at all. Lissa smiles and reveals that wealthy businessman Andrew Milling funds the school generously. He's offering Carag a full scholarship and seems especially interested in him. Anna is thrilled. Before the school tour starts, Lissa wants a private word with Carag. Anna and Melody say goodbye and leave. Lissa gets straight to the point. You're strong, fast, you look like a natural hunter. Carag is stunned. How does she know? Lissa drops the bombshell. Every student here is a shapeshifter, a woodwalker. You'll learn everything you need to know. She asks, what animal do you shift into? Carag shyly admits Puma. Lissa lights up with excitement. No need to be afraid here. You can shift freely, but your foster family can never know. Carag nods. No way. I won't tell them. Suddenly, a piercing, ear-slitting noise hits from outside. Carag can't stand it. Lissa says, come with me. She leads him to the edge of the jungle behind the school. There are wild animals everywhere. Mrs. Ralston tells Lissa, this place is pretty wild. Lissa explains calmly, we're right next to the forest, so animals wander in sometimes. Lissa continues the tour with Carag. His mind is wandering and he accidentally bumps into a group of boys, the wolf shifter gang. They spot the new kid and start taunting him. Fresh meat, you scared of us? But Carag isn't the type to back down. He gets angry. Claws start extending, ready to fight. Just in time, a school staff member steps in, scolds the wolves, and sends them packing. The tour wraps up and Carag's foster family heads home. Now he's officially alone at Clearwater High, but the real adventure is just beginning. After the intense first day, Lissa introduces Carag to Andrew Milling, a wealthy businessman who secretly funds the school and is himself a powerful puma shapeshifter. Andrew gets right to it. You're a puma, right? Carag nods. Andrew smiles and probes deeper. So what happened with your old puma pack? Did a war break out? Carag answers honestly. My dad always said humans are extremely dangerous. Andrew challenges him. You turned your back on your kind and joined the humans? Didn't you like living with your puma pack? Carag opens up. When I was with pack, I always felt something was missing. I thought living with humans would help me understand them better. Next, Lissa shows Carag to his dorm room and says, your roommate will help you settle in and explain everything. Suddenly, a small squirrel appears out of nowhere and starts chatting with him. Carag is shocked and a little freaked out. The squirrel says, look over here. It darts behind something, slips on clothes, and then shifts, turning into a cheerful girl. She grins. Hi, I'm Holly, your official school guide. Come on, let's head to the training grounds. Holly leads Carag to the training field where all the shapeshifter kids are practicing. The mentor calls out, you're the new kid, so training starts with you today. Show everyone your second form. Carag tries hard to shift, but nothing happens. It's been way too long since he last became a puma. Lissa steps in to guide him. Close your eyes. Feel the puma inside you. Its strength, its speed. The moment he connects, Carag transforms into a sleek, powerful puma. The other kids follow suit, shifting one by one in an awesome step-by-step display of animal forms. Pure magic on screen. Later Later that night, Carag is trying to sleep in his room when a boy walks in. Brandon. He says casually, "Hey, I'm your new roommate." Holly pops in right after. "Come on, dinner time." In the dining hall, Carag is eating with his new friends when the wolf gang starts bullying another kid. Carag stands up. "Leave him alone." The wolves drop their target, turn on Carag instead, ready to attack. A staff member rushes in, breaks up the fight, and sends the wolves away with a warning. He turns to Carag. "Fights are only allowed in combat class. Next time, follow the rules." The following day is combat class. The mentor tells Lou, "Shift now. Today's all about combat practice." Lou transforms into a massive bear. Carag is blown away by the sheer power. The mentor calls Brandon forward. "You're up for support." Brandon shifts into a huge charging bison. "Begin." The bison charges full speed toward the bear, then stops dead in its tracks. The mentor asks, "What happened?" Brandon shrugs sheepishly. "I can't fight. I just don't like it." The whole class bursts out laughing. Then the mentor calls Carag. He struggles to shift again. Just in time, Andrew appears and whispers, "Smell me. Let my scent remind you of the puma inside." As soon as Carag inhales Andrew's scent, he instantly transforms into a puma. The fight starts. Carag lunges at the bear with lightning-fast claws, actually injuring it. The mentor yells, "This is class. Be careful. Don't go overboard." Carag snaps out of it and apologizes. "Sorry, master. I lost control for a second." After combat class, the Wolfgang corners Carag again, and their leader throws out a challenge. "If you've got the guts, meet us in the jungle tonight. Let's settle this." Carag doesn't hesitate. He accepts right away. Night falls. Carag heads out with his friends, Holly and Brandon, to the wolf spot. He shifts into his powerful puma form and charges toward the pack. A brutal fight erupts. Puma versus wolves. Carag takes them down fast with incredible speed and claws, dominating at first, but the wolves team up and swarm him, overwhelming him. Holly panics and yells to Brandon, "Do something!" Brandon instantly shifts into his massive bison form. He charges in like a tank, scattering the wolves and saving Carag's life in an epic teamwork moment. The next day, Andrew takes Carag out for private training. He asks, "Did your old pack ever teach you how to hunt?" Carag replies, "No, I was too young back then." Andrew explains, "To truly understand a puma's strength, you have to learn to hunt. Want me to show you?" Carag, excited, says absolutely. Andrew drives him deep into the jungle, away from school. They both shift and race through the trees, Andrew guiding him every step. Carag has a blast and finally makes his first successful kill. He's thrilled and feels more connected to his puma side than ever. Back at school, Carag excitedly tells his friends, "I did my first hunt today." Takani, the wolf shifter girl, overhears and storms off in anger. Carag asks Holly, "What's wrong with her?" Holly explains, "A puma attacked her mom once. That's why she hates pumas so much." Shocked, Carag follows Takani into the jungle. He finds her sitting by a tree. She sees him and says, "Don't say anything, just come sit." Nearby, a secret meeting of Woodwalkers is happening. They're whispering, "Some of us are hurting humans. We can't let that continue or humans will wipe us out." Suddenly, they sense someone listening. Carag and Takani freak out and run away. Later that night, Carag is sleeping when he senses movement outside. He looks out the window. The wolves are heading toward human mining machines. He shifts into puma form and follows. When he catches up, he demands, "What are you doing?" The wolves snap back. "You're following us? You won't survive tonight." The fight is about to explode when suddenly Andrew appears. Carag is stunned. Andrew says calmly, "Carag, get in the car. We'll talk later." Andrew takes him to his house. Carag confronts him. "You're behind all these attacks?" Andrew confesses, "Humans destroyed my entire family. They're no one's friends. Wherever they go, they cause problems for Woodwalkers. We're just damaging their mining machines to scare them off. No real harm, just a warning so they leave our land. Will you help us?" Carag says, "I'll think about it." Back at school, Carag sees his foster family has come to visit. They say, "We miss you so much. Thought we'd see you. Next week, come home with us." Carag agrees, "Okay," and they leave. Carag goes to jungle alone for training, shifts and enjoys running wild. Suddenly, another shapeshifter, possibly Qua or a friend, finds him. "We've been worried about you. This isn't school territory." A hunter's drone appears. The friend yells, "Hunters, run!" They bolt. Hunter dogs chase them. Carag climbs a tree. The dogs lose him, but the drone spots him. The friend destroys the drone, but a hunter shoots at Carag. He runs until exhausted, stops. Dogs close in. Carag shifts back to human form, confusing the dogs. He scares them off, but is badly injured and passes out. He wakes up at Andrew's house. Carag says, "A hunter saw me." Andrew seizes the moment. "Humans aren't friends. Join us for real?" Carag, convinced, says, "I'm in." Andrew is thrilled. Andrew gathers the team and reveals the plan. Destroy the mining machines with a controlled landslide. Stack logs on the mountain, then trigger them to roll down, making it look like an accident. The team agrees. Just then, Carag's foster family calls. "We're coming to pick you up." Carag panics. "I'm busy. You guys go ahead." He hangs up. His family's shocked. He's never done that before. Holly and Brandon show up. "Where are you going?" Carag says, "I'll explain later." Andrew urges, "Come on, no time." The team reaches the jungle and sets out the logs. Andrew tells the wolves, "Go down and scare the humans away so no one gets hurt. Then we destroy the machines." The wolves clear the area. Path is open, but Carag spots something. His foster family is camping right below. They came for a trip. He protests, "We can't do this. My family is down there." They ignore him. Carag calls Andrew, "Stop the attack." Andrew snaps, "They're not your real family. Even if something happens, so what?" and hangs up. A team member is about about to pull the ropes for the landslide. Brandon and Holly rush in to stop it. Carag sees them and feels relief. School staff and other Woodwalkers arrive. The wolves flee. Carag shifts and chases off the driver. It seems the attack is stopped, but Andrew triggers the landslide himself. He attacks Carag. An intense Puma versus Puma fight breaks out. Carag breaks away and races downhill to save his family. They see logs tumbling toward them and they panic. Melody doesn't realize at first, then sees them coming straight at her. She freezes in terror, but in the last second, Carag, as Puma, leaps in and saves her. The family thinks she's gone. Mrs. Ralston checks. Melody is safe. She hugs her tight. Carag arrives in human form, reuniting with everyone. Mrs. Ralston asks, "What are you doing here?" Andrew lies smoothly. "We were just passing by and saw trouble." He calls a helicopter to rush the family to the hospital. Then he blackmails Carag privately. "I know where your real family is. If you tell anyone I did this, you'll never see them again." Lissa Clearwater arrives. "What happened here?" Andrew spins the story. Humans were attacked. Carag and his friends saved everyone. His friends are stunned. Why is Andrew lying? But Carag understands the game. Everyone heads back to school and Carag becomes a hero. Word spreads about how he saved his family. Movie ends. What a wild ride of shapeshifting, friendship, betrayal, and protecting the wild. If you enjoyed this full explanation, hit like, subscribe for more recaps, and comment your favorite part: the epic wolf fight, family rescue, or Andrew's big twist.